Alright, here we go. Let's do this. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Leicester City Career Mode, episode 115, maybe 114, I'm not too sure, but we're close. We're around the ballpark. We got a game against CSKA Moscow in the Champions League. Obviously, we got a home leg. The first game ended 2-1. Musa was able to pull a goal back for them like in the 90th minute, so they have a little bit of hope, but we get in an early chance. Jovetic skipping around his man, and he just clips the post right there. We're just getting so unlucky hitting the post in these games, like post, crossbar, Jovetic missing, post, crossbar. It's just over and over again. But Musa, the guy who gave them a little bit of hope coming into this leg, was through on goal. Emre Can, who played centre back in this game, was chasing him, putting a little bit of pressure on him. He dragged it wide, basically. A big chance for them right there. But now on the other end, we capitalise on their miss. We show them how to finish. Callejon with some beautiful footwork on the right-hand side. And you see it in the replay. It's just quick feet, some kind of moves that you don't even see on this game very often. Lamela plays Kovalenko, who gives it straight into Callejon. He turns inside, a little ball roll with his left foot, but it was like a manual ball roll because I didn't even use the stick. It was just the movement was so quick that he completely just embarrassed his man on the right hand side, left him on the floor almost, and just pulled it back for Jovetic, put on a plate for him. So that goal right there, it damn near kills this tie off basically, because obviously we have the 2 away goals. We've got a 2-goal lead as well as that. So unless they can actually score 2 goals, which I don't see happening really, with only 20 minutes to play, they don't really have a chance in this. But they're getting opportunities basically, they're creating chances. A good volley right there into Gibbons' hands. He makes a good save. 15 minutes left to play, and we have a chance to kill the game off right now to make it 2-0. Philip Harborough 101, and it is a cool, calm, collected, constructive, constricted finish. All the C's you want to see when you put the ball into the back of the net. Just nice finish. Arnautovic playing it into Holtby, and the team just open right now. Anytime you got a lead going into the last 15 minutes of the game, that's when they really start pushing forward, and you can just set your team to counter-attack, and you get chances. You get so many chances, man. So many holes open up in these teams, and we are 2-0 up, 4-1 on aggregate, and we still have a chance to create another. Pogba kind of stuffs up the pull back to Harborough there. Cool, calm, collected, constricted, constructive, coexisting finish again from Philip Harborough. All of it was just calm right there. He's not panicked that the ball's gone behind him. He's not thought the chance has gone. Poor pullback from Pogba. What is that? But Harborough took his time, took it back onto his left foot and put it right into the top bins right there. So Philip Harborough gets himself another goal, his 5th in the Champions League this season. Brilliant for a player who doesn't really start games off the bench most of his performances. He's done well, especially in this competition. This season has kind of been a breakout for him. But look at that for a goal from Paul Pogba. Now, I think that one is going to have to go into goal of the season pool, man. That goal is beautiful right there. First time, he's let the ball roll across his body, and on his weaker foot, he's just finessed it. Again, first time he's finessed it all the way across the keeper into the far post. Nunez just sets it up for him beautifully, but he opens up his body and just puts it in the corner with his weaker foot. It's a lovely goal from Pogba, and he gets himself his 3rd of the Champions Cup campaign, and he bags himself man of the match for getting an assist as well. I think for the Harborough goal that was actually. But we are through into the next round of the Champions League, and we have got a game to sim against West Ham away from home. But you know what? We should be able to get the job done, and we do. Son gets himself a goal, continues his fine season, and now into training, and Oliver Johansson doesn't make it up to an 82 overall. Lemoyne doing quite well. Not the best training session this week, the highest rating obviously being a C, but players are still growing quite well, and a shock, apparently. A little bit of a shock, not too much of a shock to me actually. Arnautovic has decided to stay at Leicester City, and he has signed a new contract at the team, which is going to keep him here for at least another season. So he'll be, I think his contract stays at 2 seasons now he's got on his contract. So after all the rumours that he wants to leave, you know, it is what it is. He signed a new contract. He wants to stay. He's realised that his complaints were stupid. He was complaining that we were underperforming, he said. And ambition was a word his agent used. You can't get bigger than us at the moment. We're the biggest team in the world. We're pushing to win the Champions League again for the 3rd time this series, I believe. But we are looking a little shaky in the FA Cup at the moment. Obviously, a tough game against Fulham. We only just managed to stay in it for the replay, with the last game basically a last-minute equaliser via a deflected goal. And now Fulham are back on us, putting a lot of pressure on us. I don't know how that one wasn't offside, but it wasn't. Keeper made a good save. Lemoine is able to find Bosu in the back box here, and Bosu is able to find the back of the net with a lovely volley. Lovely play all round. It's a nice pass from Lemoine, who's really started performing since he signed in January. It's a nice pass, little like kind of dink pass. It wasn't even a lob pass from me. It was just a regular through ball. But he's kind of chipped it in Bosu's pass. He's taken a nice first touch, and the second touch is even better to put it into the back of the net. Bosu, again, another one really stepping up. But I think Bosu, Lemoine, and Fraser Hall have just really stepped up this season and reached another level, especially Fraser Hall. Not so much Lemoine, obviously, because he's only just recently signed, but he's just been really well since he has signed. And it's another chance here before the stroke of half-time. Bosu for on goal, and it's a brilliant save from Stekelenburg to deny. Just a complete turnaround right there in the scoreline. Fulham now creating a chance. It's a nice volley, but pretty much easy save for Michel Vorm. He gathers it, and now it's Fraser Hall, the man I was talking about. He finds Bosu. He skips around his man onto his left foot. Can he put it away? It's another good save from Stekelenburg to deny Bosu. So right now it's 2-1 to Bosu. 2-1 to Stekelenburg, really, sorry. Denied him twice. Bosu scored once, and now on the other side, Dembele also scores once to put Fulham in the league. In the lead in this FA Cup clash at Craven Cottage. Is disappointing because, I mean, I've let them down the left hand side too easily. A basic 1-2, Emre Can being caught out, and he's putting a nice cross, I guess, but just unmarked in the box, man. Van Hoof, all he had to do was stay with his man, really. He gave himself no chance. Dembele is heading into the back of the net, and that goal is all it took for Fulham to knock us out of the FA Cup. So the quadruple dream is over, really. Now we're looking at a treble, Capital One Cup, Champions League and Premier League treble. Going back into the Premier League action right now, we have Chelsea decided to sim it. I mean, these games don't really mean too much right now in the Premier League. Fraser Hall gets himself another goal, and it ends 1-1. And now we're into the next round of the Champions League against Bayern Munich. It is the quarter-final. We've beat Bayern Munich numerous times in this series. Bayern Munich, I think they've beat us a few times, giving us some hard games. That's the lineup we're going with. Bayern Munich, it's not the strongest Bayern Munich side we've ever seen in this series, though. That's the thing. Like, they've had much stronger lineups, especially in the second season when we played them. Their lineup was crazy. But now players like Roda, Piazon, I know Piazon grows really well, so he's probably quite a beast at this moment. But James McCarthy, decent players, but nothing great when we're used to seeing players like Alaba in the centre of midfield and players like that, basically. But Bayern Munich, regardless, are still coming off on the strong foot. A good shot from Robben just going wide. A nice shot, I think that's Højbjerg right there, forcing a save out of Michel Vorm. It's a good left-footed volley. But yeah, I guess no matter who Bayern Munich field, they're still looking strong all the time, so they're testing us. We get a chance here. Look at that pass from Arnautovic, a nice little reverse pass on the volley. Lamela forces a save out of Manuel Neuer, who's always tough to beat. We get another chance from the corner to go to the edge of the box. It's found Kovalenko. Danger man curls one, and it's a good save from Manuel Neuer, again denying us right here. You'll see the replay. It's a real good effort. But I mean, we should have probably just put our foot through it, because Manuel Neuer in the goal, he's most likely going to save that about 9 times out of 10. Robben this time, 74 minutes played. Robben skinning Kazawa down the right hand side. He can never get back in, but it's a brilliant save forced out of Michel Vorm right there, just getting a strong hand up to it. Robben probably thought he got the back of the net, especially when you get in that position. Near post cheese is always there, it's always available, you can always find the back of the net, but that time just couldn't be it. But 5 minutes left, we have a chance to open the scoring. It's a beautiful ball from James Rodriguez. Jovetic is denied by Manuel Neuer, again one-on-one with the keeper, but it's a lovely ball. If I would just go back and watch that again from James, first time over the top, kind of outside of the foot. But the last chance of the game fell to us. Jovetic couldn't take it. Manuel Neuer made a good save, and Michel Vorm gets himself man of the match. And that's it for today's episode. We have the second leg of the Bayern Munich tie in the next episode, and obviously we have to get something out of it, because a 0-0 draw, we have to get something out of the next game. Basically, it's more or less winner takes all to an extent. Away goals are going to play a factor, though. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Make sure you return for the next. The season and series is winding down to a close. Bye.